So welcome to another episode. I don't remember which one it is of Zeo Fox. Today my guest is Reid Clark.
Hello.
Yeah, Reid Clark.
Zeo Fox.
It took you how long exactly did you track to get here from Long Beach?
I didn't track, but the GPS said 2 hours and 1 minute.
2 hours and 1 minute.
Mm-hmm. But I cut that down because it said it was going to be an 18-minute walk. I think I did it in about 15.
Okay.
I'm a walker. I stride.
So explain to me why you couldn't drive here.
Well, I live in Long Beach because I wanted to be near the beach, and it kind of reminds me of where I grew up. But I used to drive, which was a lot easier to live in Long Beach and pursue dreams when you can drive. But yeah, I got a DUI.
Okay.
In Pasadena.
You got a DUI. What happened?
I was promoting a show that I do every first Thursday of the month at Dare Wolf in Pasadena. But they did a karaoke night on Wednesday, so I was going there, and I was doing a karaoke song and then telling people, hey, we got a comedy show here.
Yeah.
And then I met a girl. At this time I had a girlfriend, so it's really karma. I was up to no good.
Were you cheating?
I was about to.
Okay, you was about to.
I went to a different place to ask them about doing a show. They offered me a beer. I drank that beer, and then that's what set me over the
one
goalpost.
Beer?
Well, no.
That's really hard to believe.
I should have, so I had not drank up until that point for like an hour. Like, I'm kind of aware of the hour rule. You wait for an hour to let it get out of your system. But the girl who I was trying to cheat with was hitting me up, so it had a sense of urgency.
Pussy's waiting.
you can't keep pussy waiting. We all know this.
It's right there. Okay, and then
I didn't turn my lights on.
Okay,
that's how they got me.
Yeah.
So I wasn't even really at the point where I had to turn my lights on. Do you ever drive and then you don't put your seatbelt on right away? You don't turn your lights on right away, but you just get going.
I always put everything on because I'm square.
Sometimes, and I was on the phone and drunk. It was too much going on, and it was karma. Later.
So what was the time when you said it's like not too late to turn your light on? It's like 6 p.m., 7 p.m.
No.
Okay.
It was
like 2 a.m. in the morning.
It was like,
it's too early to turn your light on.
It was like 1:30, 1:45. I don't mean early as far as time. I mean too early. Like I pulled off, right? Got to the light, and that might be, where I turned shit on and put my seatbelt on. But they were like right on me. Okay. They're like right there.
Oh yeah, and you're not white. That doesn't help.
Nah, and it was a Mexican cop. Both times I got pulled over. He gotten tickets here. Here was one time I got a ticket for texting and driving. Both Mexican cops.
Right.
LA racism.
Do you think they did society a solid for not letting you drive?
No, I'm a good driver. I've only hurt myself driving.
Yes.
I have blacked out and flipped 2 cars.
Right.
But I ain't hurt nobody but a tree and like a water pump.
Right. I think, isn't Tiffany Haddish got a DUI right after her Thanksgiving show at the Laugh Factory? Yeah.
And then she was taking photos on the beach, so it's different for them.
There's a thing about comics and DUIs. They go hand in hand.
You think so?
Yeah.
When you getting yours?
I think Jeff Dye also hit a tree in Burbank, and he fled the scene after a DUI.
I think we think we're super people and our tolerance is better.
Yeah.
But you're a square, so what are you?
I don't drink alcohol.
So what are you going to do?
What am I going to do? I don't know. Maybe that's why I can't.
You smoke weed?
No. Why are you here?
No, but like what you gonna that scares me. If you don't do any of those vices, then if you do get in trouble, it's gonna be something big like fucking money laundering or
I think I can see myself getting involved in money laundering.
I can fraud, totally something like white
collar. Like scamming. Like I think I told other people before, like I never scammed anybody. However, sometimes I look at some people and I fantasize like, man, it would be really easy to scam this person. I bet I can get 200,000 out of this guy's.
How would you?
I don't know. Just depends on what the person's into. You find out what their weakness is and you tap into that.
I've been scammed from.
I just got scammed yesterday. I got scammed.
How?
$100.
That's not that bad.
Yeah.
But what?
So someone's selling Depeche Mode tickets on Reddit.
Okay.
I was like,
Already
okay.
off to a bad start.
It's also a lot of people selling concert tickets in that specific subreddit. It's called LA List.
Oh,
it's like a
okay.
Craigslist on Reddit, and I should have saw it coming. So he's selling 2 tickets for $150 each. Like the ticket is really expensive, like $400. I actually wanted to see the concert, and I look up the price. I'm like, I'm not gonna pay $400 per ticket to see this band. So I told him, I'm like, hey, can I get 100 per ticket? He's like, sure. I'm like, okay, 100 per ticket, that makes sense. And I said, how are we gonna do this? So I said, how about I give you 100, you transfer 2 tickets, and then I give you another 100. This way we both take some risks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in this case, I was the one who took the risk.
Mm.
And then I sent him 100. He gave me this Venmo that just didn't go through. It says this account is restricted. I should have just stopped right there.
Yeah.
You know? And then he said, oh, this is my buddy's account. And that went through. And then he kept responding to me. He didn't just bail right away. He said, yeah, I'm transferring it. And it's like an hour went past. I'm like, okay, this is something's wrong here. At that point, I already knew I was scammed. And then I tried to message him, like the account no longer exists. I thought that's the end of it. It turned out he used another account. So like, oh, I didn't know why my account was restricted. Here's my buddies. I'm saying you have a lot of buddies just floating around. Here's my buddy's Reddit account. I'm so sorry. I'm going to transfer your tickets right now. I'm like, okay, do it. And then it's like, I feel weird about this. Can you just send me like the rest of the money? I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. If you feel weird about it, just send me my money back. Or just transfer me the tickets. He's like, what about send me another 50? And at this point, I'm like, okay, it's a scam. And then he sent me this slang. I forgot what it is, but I look it up. I think it's Nigerian. It's like Nigerian English of some sort.
Wait, you don't know the word?
Let me show you. I actually have to like look up Urban Dictionary. I'm like, what does that even
I
mean?
mean, I would too if it was Nigerian. They have their
It's
own thing
English
going on.
though, but it's like I've never heard of that expression before.
It's like a African.
It's like fool. It's like got you, bitch.
Oh.
I think it's let's see, twist and.
It's a
He
Nigerian
said-
immigrant slang.
Okay, he already deleted everything.
Oh,
yeah, I forgot what the slang is.
Oh, okay.
There's some 2 English words, but it makes no sense. But actually, it just means like, yeah, you're a fucking idiot. Like I guess I was.
Silly one.
Yeah, so I'm like, fuck. That's my first time to get scammed in America.
Congratulations, welcome.
Yeah, I only got scammed once in China, and this is my first time in America. I feel like $100 it's still very annoying.
I mostly get scammed when it comes to prostitutes.
Ah, how do they do? Like, do they rob you afterwards?
No. They don't even show up.
They don't show up.
No, so it's somebody. So the last time, it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Usually it's on the road. All right,
Yeah.
I'm not just at home doing prostitutes, but I have
Yeah.
gone through a lonely
Right.
phase, and honestly, a lot of times, like you meet people online, and then they be like, "Hey, I'm just here because I'm a prostitute." You know what I mean? I didn't really match with you on Tinder earnestly.
Okay.
And I'm like, all right, well, how much we talking?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well, but also pretty lonely. But it's kind of a similar thing to what you're saying. It's like, give me the money up front, and then pretty much after you get the money up front, they don't do anything. So it's really like a $75 scam. They'll say like $150 for an hour.
I have so many questions.
Ask-
First of all,
ask-
what's
wait,
the
wait. Let
Yeah,
me
yeah,
finish
yeah.
this the overall of it,
Yeah.
and then ask away. So I wanted some confirmation because I've gone through this road before. So I was like, can you just take a video where you say my name, so I know that this is
Yeah,
a real
not some
person that I'm
dude.
talking to and not some dude. But they're like, no, but we could FaceTime. So I face audio call them, and I don't say anything for a while. And I very clearly hear a dude playing video games,
Oh,
like
God.
on the headset, talking
Oh,
shit in a
God.
different language and like clicking.
What's the
clicking and
language
clacking.
and what kind of
I
video
don't
game
know.
is it?
I don't know. I couldn't tell any of that, but I knew it was a nigga playing video games. And then I said hello, and then it was like, hello? I can't hear you. I really can't hear you. Just text me. Like a recording of someone
Yeah.
going through this.
Yeah.
But that was the last time I was scammed by prostitutes.
How many times you got scammed by prostitute before?
Man, so I argue with them countless times. I think I've
Right.
only actually given money like
Over
2 or 3 times.
politics
Just like the situation.
or pricing.
The most memorable one is I haggled with a Hispanic prostitute who was just kind of racist. She was like, her price was higher for black guys. She's like, could y'all always be haggling and then you bring a friend? I'm like, yeah, but you're not even legal. And then we just went back and forth with racism for about like until the sun came up. And then after that, I was pretty satisfied sexually, spiritually, sexually.
So do you always bring a friend? Do black people always bring a friend when they call prostitutes?
The first time I ever purchased a prostitute, it was for a friend on his birthday. And I was just walking down the street saying, thank you, Zeo's boyfriend.
Yeah.
That's how he introduced himself. I'm not being sexist. The first time, I was walking down the street like, hey, will you fuck both of us for nothing?
Will you fuck both of us for nothing?
I've been
Yeah.
pretty loose with the words. But then this one lady was like, I'll do it for $45. So
That should be a $45. Sounds very cheap.
one
It should be a red
of
flag.
her nipples was off. So I
What do you
think
mean was
that's-
off? Like, what do you mean?
Like, yeah, right.
Like got bitten by
Like, was it never really
a
there?
coyote, or
It seemed
it's just like
seemed cut off somehow
it's cut off?
on some like you're
Somebody
gonna.
shot it, or it was
Maybe.
welded together.
We didn't ask.
Okay. This is not
If you're out
polite.
there, please call in Zeo Fuck Show. Tell us. But I don't know. Cut. We believed cut. Somebody had to teach her a lesson.
So
maybe.
did you utilize the other nipple?
Nah, I wasn't putting my mouth on her.
Okay, but there's one left.
Yeah, my friend said that's what turned him on. It said it took him a while to get into it, but then she saw that and he was like, rock hard. I was waiting.
It's like you go into a gas station, one pump doesn't work, you use the other one. You don't leave the gas station.
So the other one, okay, right. I mean, but you don't put your mouth on the faucet either.
Right.
I would be more likely to put my mouth on both working faucets, but if one is off, I'm like,
Okay. You're like,
maybe
I
the other
don't
one,
trust this Arco.
The other one might have like a autoimmune deficiency.
Have you ever got got burned down there?
Ask me that one more time. The same way you just asked me.
Since you have very ample experience with prostitutes.
One. I've gotten scammed by 2 or 3. What if the number keeps going up?
Yeah.
I got scammed by 4 or 5.
Right.
But I've only had sex with one admitted prostitute.
Right. Did she give you anything?
What?
Like STD?
No. I had a STD scare once with this girl. The first woman I dated that had kids. Isn't that weird? She was like, hey, I was with this younger guy and he doesn't protect himself. So you might want to get checked. And this is when I was living in D.C., but I would just go back and forth to North Carolina for like different like bookings or whatever. And that pissed me off. I stopped talking to her because I've never.
Yeah.
I'm gross.
Yeah.
And she's the one. You got kids. You can't be
Yeah.
putting.
Isn't that funny? The prostitute doesn't give you anything, and some mother of child.
Well, I mean, it's your job, you know.
You
Trying
always
to
wear
make
a
an
condom?
analogy. Do I?
Yeah. With prostitutes.
Jesus, the fuck.
I mean, you're the one who brought up prostitution. I wasn't like, hey, Reid, what kind of prostitutes are you into? I
Oh.
did not start the conversation like that.
I know, but do you always wrap it up? I feel this feels pressured. I should say yes, kids, but with prostitutes, absolutely. But it was only one. If I had to fuck another prostitute,
But you got scammed multiple times.
yeah,
Like
at
your
least 6 or 7 times.
your hit rate is really low.
Well,
Why is that? God doesn't want you to.
Sometimes, honestly, I'm just lonely.
Yeah, God doesn't want you to mingle with these hoes. You know.
Not physically,
message.
but sometimes it's nice to go back and forth and have somebody want me to give them $75.
Wow. What's the total amount scammed at this point?
Oh boy, I say it's probably about $125.
Well, those are some low ass prostitutes you
Yeah,
get yourself with.
Because they'd be
yeah.
like $150 for an hour, like $300, but then you're just giving like a small deposit.
I think it's not that bad. You know why? Because I feel like guys pay way more on OnlyFans girls. It's not 125.
In the course of a year, definitely.
Yeah,
'Cause
there are guys who spend a lot of money.
You got to pay per video, sometimes,
Uh-huh.
and then a monthly thing.
Do you subscribe to any OnlyFans girls?
No.
Why?
I don't know. I guess that's a good question.
If you're lonely, you know.
Yeah, but like,
and it's a very secure platform. If you pay through that, you're not gonna get scammed.
I guess having a girlfriend is one thing, or like dating casually is one thing, where like this person may have more than one in a roster. But if like I'm like a loyal OnlyFans and loyal enough to where like you can create content with me, and I hit you up and you're like, I'm booked today, that seems more gross than like a girl being like, I'm on a date with somebody else that I'm seeing.
So it's more gross than sucking dick for $5 at a Walmart parking lot?
Wait, what?
Like, you think OnlyFans girls is more gross than
getting my dick sucked for $5 in a parking lot?
Yeah.
gross emotionally.
Yeah, okay.
Because if you're like, hey, because let's say you get up to top tier subscription status, and then maybe sometimes they come and fuck you for money.
Right.
But then let's say you're like, hey, I got my money together, you know, I cleaned my house. And she's like, oh, I forgot I double booked you today. I'm fucking my other follower, Gorilla Dick 69.
Gorilla Dick, yeah.
And then I'm still lonely.
Right.
The girl in the parking lot is just gonna suck my dick and hopefully just be happy to be in a car and out of the elements.
There. It's like, you know, offline shopping.
Mm-hmm.
You can see it. It's
and
like that's like Bitcoin. This is like good old fashioned crumbled up $5
some
in the trash can.
Would you? I won't ask that, but some.
No, you should ask. You can ask any question you
I
want.
know for a fact you wouldn't do OnlyFans.
No.
But would you subscribe to one? Like, what would a guy have to do for you to watch it? Like something creative, or?
I don't think I will pay to watch. No.
I wonder how many women do pay.
I don't think there are that many. And also, do they have like a buyer protection, you know, like policy, like money back guarantee? Like, what if that's always what I thought? Because sometimes they be selling those videos, right? It's like, hey, pay $50. This is me plugging my asshole. I pay $50, and you just send a video of like, not you know,
like a Better Business Bureau,
or like a Brazzer legacy video, or you know, or just some,
you know, something,
whatever. Like, I was like, it's not what I paid for. Where do you dispute it? Do you OnlyFans give you money back? It's like, no, that's not in. Right?
There's got to be something.
She's just holding a dildo. She didn't plug it in.
Right.
Like, I pay for. That's not what I'm paid for.
I think you could complain to OnlyFans.
Inaccurate website description. That's one of the return reasons on Amazon.
Well, I think I would imagine they have some sort of contingency plan for this. But I think the moment you become a person that's like, I paid for a pissing video and this was just poop. Like, I think you would just be. I think you would like be like, well, maybe I should just go to sleep. Maybe I should go to sleep or like connect with real people now.
Right. So what started this whole void in your heart? You need to constantly fill up with prostitutes who charge $45 an hour.
You're making it seem like I do the prostitutes a lot. I really like the attention of somebody who wants me. Probably some Russian guy who's trying to sell me something.
Right.
You know what I mean? If it was like a car show, if there was a prostitute sort of thing where like they were displayed and spinning around like cars, I would probably go but never want to test drive. But you want
it back and forth. You're like, hey, how you doing?
Yeah, sell it to me.
Yeah.
What are the features?
You want the pitch. Mm-hmm. Okay, you like that part more than the actual part.
I think I like capitalism more than I let on. But
really?
I like to haggle. I'm like, you know, even if 150, what about 120?
So that Hispanic prostitute was absolutely right.
No, yeah, niggas do like to haggle.
You have a buddy with you. You like to haggle.
She was not wrong.
Okay.
But I was probably right about her not being legal because she could have got a real job.
Do you think they should charge more because black guys have bigger dicks?
See, that question is so loaded with racism.
Is that racism or just a very accurate stereotype?
That question is bulbous. It's not that accurate.
Okay.
I'm
not asking you. I'm just asking your people. Which is worse.
Just speak for all of them.
Just be general.
I think that because of reparations, we should have to pay less for everything. Prostitutes included.
Right. But what if it's a sister?
A sister.
Yeah, a sister.
She should charge white guys more. Yeah.
She should charge white guys more.
Yeah.
But you should still pay less?
I think that's just good business. That's a socioeconomic, like you're looking at trends in people's pockets. That makes more sense. Mm-hmm. If in a truly equal society, like taxes, white people who buy prostitutes probably have more money to throw around for it.
That is
A black
true.
guy that has prostitutes, we're haggling, or we're P Diddy or something.
Interesting. Because I heard about the whole argument, like keep the money in the community, right? Support black-owned business. If you want to go to grocery shop, go to a local mom and pop shop, right? Go to a black barber shop if you're black. Like, you think it's the same for prostitutes? Don't you think you're not doing that by going with a Hispanic girl?
Well, since I will defend my blackness a little bit, since I heard Tyler Perry was going to buy BET, I got a BET Plus subscription.
Oh my God.
But now you're making me think I should at least have one black OnlyFans woman that I contribite to so I can support. I can support my people. Keep the money in the community.
Because she might have a kid that she's trying to raise.
Right, but the thing about keeping it in the community is like, they get the money. They're not going to spend it on a black-owned dildo shop.
A black-owned dildo? Do black people own dildo shops?
That's a good question.
Okay, here's the thing. And that's one question I don't have an answer for. I noticed certain businesses, at least in Los Angeles, are owned by like a predominantly like insert ethnicity. For example, in Glendale, like all the auto shop are Armenians or Eastern Europeans, right? For example, if it's a termite control, roofing, flooring, Mexicans, a lot of them. Japanese restaurant are all owned by Chinese people. Like only the very best expensive Japanese restaurant are Japanese owned. Most like those like sushi bar, they give you like a plastic menu, all you can eat, all that. Those are owned by Chinese people. I know because I go to every single one of them and they're speaking my, hometown language.
So is there
that being said, what's the and I know Asians own all the weave shops. Yeah, they are selling hair from India because I watched the documentary Good Hair.
Yes.
Great documentary, by the way. I did not know black people's hair is different. I thought you guys have all kinds of hair because I saw Beyonce have straight hair. I thought that was... I didn't know. I thought you guys
thought she really woke up like that.
Yeah, but I thought you just have a variety of different hair. You have curly ones, you have straight ones, because I just assumed. I didn't know it was all like that. You have to relax it or put on a weave. So it's a very educational documentary. I love it.
Yeah. Your ADHD is jumping.
Yeah. Okay, where was I?
Also with black people, though,
Yeah.
if I want to support a black-owned business, I'm most likely going to go to a Jamaican spot or an African restaurant, right? Even
Like
where I live in Long
Roots.
Beach, I don't know many. There's one soul food restaurant, but then they sell you the most poisonous of poison, like fried chicken. I shouldn't have said that in a microphone with the camera on me. But it's like all the bad shit. Like there's not... or vegan. Like there's no happy medium to where it's like this is a black-owned restaurant and we just serve
Black
food.
vegan restaurant?
There are a lot of black vegan or African vegan restaurants. That's what I'm saying. Like if I want to support black in LA,
Yeah.
finding a black-owned business is pretty hard.
You either die from diabetes or you're just not satisfied.
Or,
like,
yeah, you just like I'll just
not-
want
this is not real
Popeyes
food.
after this. Yeah, I want to eat. If I go to a vegan spot, sometimes I'm like I want to now eat a lot worse to make up for that.
So go back to my question. What are the ethnicity behind the whole dildo shop business?
I don't know. I would imagine.
I imagine it's gonna be one ethnicity that controls most of it. It's always like
I just think it's white people. I think it's like
so white people.
Catholics.
Yeah.
I think they get it. Adam and Eve, right?
Right.
So I think it's religious white people who are like trying to rebel against their creator.
Interesting. You met my boyfriend. He has a story about black dildo.
Does he own the black dildo shop?
No. He used to have this puppet show when he's younger. He's a dork. He make puppets and he put on a puppet show. And it's like kind of like a not safe for work puppet show, a lot of sex jokes. So one of the episodes, this puppet is supposed to have a black dildo. But think about it, it's a puppet, so the dildo has to be in proportion. So his goal is to find a small dildo that's black. So it's in proportion in the puppet show.
This is active.
Yes,
Oh,
for the
okay.
puppets. And then he goes to the dildo shop and he could not find a black dildo that's small or regular size. He has to settle with a white dildo.
He probably shouldn't cut it. That seems disrespectful.
He didn't cut it. He just buy a white dildo and people were like, but you said in the script it's a black dildo.
You can't paint it?
He's like, I can't find it.
You can paint it.
Oh, right. I guess so.
You can paint a dick.
But that's like dildo blackface.
Ooh.
It's not good.
It's not worse than actual blackface. I don't know if anybody would protest, be like,
That's not real.
I know a white dick when I see one.
Yeah.
Dildo
Okay.
blackface. That's a good name for a album.
We've been talking about prostitutions and dildo for a while.
That's usually how it goes with
Yeah.
me. Oh, but I wanted to say just now, why you call him a dork? You
He is.
you have a microphone and cameras are on you,
I am
and you're
too.
calling your loved one
Why do you think we're together?
a dork.
Why
Why?
do you
Well,
think-
why are you a dork?
'Cause I don't know. I like gadgets. I like.
Just the word, saying the word gadgets.
Gadget.
I'm sold. Yep,
I like.
Dorkenstein.
I like dinosaurs and robots. I do. I don't like trains. I used to have this joke, like, thank God I don't like trains, otherwise I will be autistic. I
You
do
can still
not
be
like trains.
autistic
I know,
and
but
not like
the trifecta, like, I'm only into 2 of the 3.
I like dinosaurs.
I love dinosaurs.
I was
Beast Wars. Have you watched Beast Wars?
no.
It's dinosaur robots.
It hits all the marks for you.
I know it's perfect.
I watch the Zeus Network, which is prostitutes on drugs, and that hits everything for me. Deep cut.
Sorry, can you repeat it? What the fuck is that?
The Zeus Network.
The Zeus Network.
Oh,
is it on
Lord.
YouTube? What is it on? Tell us.
It is its own network. You have to pay
okay.
for it. So like Blueface and Krishan Rock had their own show on it.
Okay.
Do you know who those people are?
No.
All right, we exist in the different parts of the internet,
Okay.
and that's okay.
All right. So what kind of content do they put out?
Like just like reality TV, like
Mm-hmm.
Love and Hip Hop. So it's just
Okay, gotcha.
it's
Some
like
black
baddies,
Yeah.
baddies East, baddies West, and then there's
Okay.
a version where they do black guys, and they just put them in black gay guys, and they just put them in a house and they fight, and then they go out and shake their ass. But that combines what I love: substance abuse and prostitutes.
Okay. So they put gays, black gays.
Not that one.
Okay.
I'm just using. I'm
Oh,
using.
use
all right.
an example.
So people know I'm not watching black gay guys fighting. Is not one of my main things.
Yeah.
But the women fighting,
Okay.
prostitutes, and on these reality shows they make you
Pull
drink.
their wigs off.
They make you drink so much and shit.
Right.
It's kind of like
Okay.
it's just a matter of time before one of
Wow.
these personalities clash. It's 12 people in a house. I don't watch the Zeus Network. I just watched the. I watched the Blueface and Krishan Rock show illegally.
Okay.
But I don't know. What you want to go down this train of Blueface and Krishan Rock, or
Yeah,
talk
of
about
course. I don't
dinosaurs
know what that
some
is. I'm very curious.
more? Oh Lord, it's
I told you I'm very square.
there's a rapper called Blueface. You know the song? You don't know it.
No.
I ask the question looking away from you, then I look at you and I'm like, of course you don't know it. Bust
I know
down.
Wu-Tang Clan
So
because they're dorks too. That's
there's
why I
been
like
about 30 years of hip hop since then. I'm not sure.
them. Yeah. Okay.
Since
I don't listen
the
to
36
anything
Chambers.
after the 90s.
1993.
Yeah.
I mean, me neither, but I just I follow the Shade
Okay.
Room. I follow all
so
the
this
black
rapper Blueface.
shit. Man.
So is he like what is it
He's
like
just-
Chicago like fucking?
No, he's from right here.
Okay, he's around here.
And he had the song Bust Down, Tatiana. You hear that song?
No,
I
I
want to
don't.
see you bust down.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
It's very violent.
that's the only song that I know of. And other than that, we're in this weird place now where rappers are going right into male rappers. It's kind of the reverse with women rappers. Like Cardi B went from a TV personality into a rapper.
Right.
And that's a pathway for women these days, women rappers. Now men can rap and then become a TV personality. So Blueface, I don't know.
So like
When the
Flavor
next-
Flav has Flavor of Love. Is that what you're talking about?
I guess
Sort
he
of?
was
Okay.
the pioneer of this sort of
Right?
fuck shit, but he never really. I wouldn't even consider Flavor Flav a rapper. Like he did it, but like I don't know if he was writing shit. Not to take away from Flavor Flav because he's a genius. I'm a hip hop fan. He's a very smart guy. He can play the piano, and Flavor of Love was the shit.
I really like Flavor of Love.
So-
it's so trashy.
So Blueface did a show with his toxic girlfriend Krishan Rock, who I love because she's from Baltimore.
Okay.
She doesn't have a tooth here, so she
Okay.
can place it but then take it off.
Oh God.
It feels racist describing this, but I like I don't know. I was rooting for them a little bit. I think toxicity in a relationship is pretty important.
So in the show, they just show their daily lives, and then how they
Well,
fight.
So he's not a good rapper, so he's like making her a rapper. So I think he produced one of the baddies shows on the Zeus network. So like, and great, right? Great business move. You don't have to just rap, but that's what I'm saying. Rappers are doing one song and then doing other shit now. And he's one of those. Like, I don't know when his album is gonna drop, but I think he got Krishan Rock from this show, or maybe they were dating him, or it's the baddies bullshit, and he produces it or something. So they started hooking up, and then he got her, like, I guess maybe a deal, and then she has a song. It's like, it's a vibe all the time. Her song, in my opinion, is better than his song. She has a lot of, she has a lot of potential musically, but you know, she's just caught up
Interesting.
in
So
this thing.
that's
So
what
the
you
end of the
consume.
saga where we are, there's he recently had a post about oh god, it's so much. So she was supposed to get this baby's hernia fixed, so then he posted a picture of the baby's penis online,
Okay.
and that caused a lot of stir. So he just does this sort of shit trolling. But where we are now, he got a DNA test, and he's apparently not the baby's
Of
father.
course. Like every Maury show, every
Yes.
episode.
Yes.
Isn't that crazy? Every time you watch Maury show, you know how it's gonna end.
Is he still making those shows?
I don't think so.
What do you think Maury's doing?
I don't know.
Just sitting on a
What do you
big
think
pile
he's
of
doing
money.
right now?
That's what I'm saying. Just
Like
sitting
right
on
at this moment.
sitting on a big pile of money, smoking a cigar.
Do you think he will buy like prostitution from black women?
Absolutely.
He owes them so much.
Absolutely.
He has.
You can see it in
making-
Maury's eyes. Like, he kind of want to be talking to him afterwards. Like, you could do better. I think he'd be saving a lot of them girls.
I feel like if black people want reparation, Maury should pay up.
I bet
more.
Maury has put more.
But he has
black-
made so much money
Yeah.
from exploiting.
I think he's put more black people through college than Steve. I don't know why I want to say Steve Harvey. I think he's put more.
Tyler
I wanted
Perry.
to say Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
I think he's probably put more black people through college than Bill Cosby. He's got to look at his eyes, like, and he's Jewish, and Jewish people be liking black women on the
Oh,
low.
he's Jewish. I
If
didn't
he's
know.
not, I feel
Oh my
really
God.
racist saying that. But
Okay.
Maury,
We're gonna get to the bottom of this.
it's not
My
an
boyfriend's
Irish name.
Jewish. Yeah.
Oh,
What's your stance on Israel and Palestine? Okay. You don't have to answer.
no, I will. I think that there's a lot of people who don't study geopolitics at all,
Yeah.
and then when something like this happens, they have a lot to say about it.
Yeah.
I don't study geopolitics at all, so I'm gonna take my time trying to figure out what to say about it.
Yeah.
Now they're putting me on the spot. I always root for brown people with stuff.
Right. But they're
Sorry.
both brown. They're both brown people.
Who?
The Jews and the Muslims and the
Benjamin Netanyahu is what?
I don't know. They both look pretty brown to me.
Benjamin. They both got wide set noses. I guess I'll say that the brown people who are what's the word? Not influenced, but the brown people that are inconvenienced by other groups. Because Israel does a lot of shit where they don't accept black Jews from other places or treat them nice. So it is a
Really?
very strictly like
So if an
white.
Ethiopian,
There's a lot of white supremacist, like there's a lot of white supremacist sort of like propaganda with even the whole idea, because Jews
so
didn't
even the
start off-
Ethiopian
Jews
Jews
didn't
cannot
start
get
off-
accepted in Israel.
in certain cases there are like, I don't know, TikToks and shit. My sources are shit. But there are cases of, not even just in Ethiopia, but like in other
They're
places in
Chinese.
Africa.
I read a story, like apparently 1,000 years ago, there's a group of Jewish people, like immigrated into China, and they basically have offsprings in China. But at this point, it's so diluted because there are only 100 of them, and then they keep just marrying Chinese people and Chinese people. At this point, maybe 2%, but all those offsprings, they kind of they can go to Israel and get a citizenship if they want, just because of that lineage.
Yeah, I mean, you could go,
Yeah.
but like we're talking about here, like the different areas where you can open up, like ain't gonna be no Ethiopian Jewish restaurant about to be set up and successful. You know what I mean? Like, I just think they're not gonna publicize it the way they do. Like, so they're in the way that there are brown people everywhere in the media. They're only showing the whiter people. That's kind of what I'm saying about.
Why are brown people brown or darker, right? Anywhere darker than caramel,
Okay.
right? Just throughout history, multiple regions, multiple cultures. Why are they always get fucked?
I don't know if it's throughout history.
Because Chinese people there's black slaves. There are black slaves in China. Do you know that? Not right now. In history.
Oh, there were.
They're mostly from Indonesia.
Hmm.
They're the shorter black people.
Dark-skinned.
Yeah,
Asians.
I can't say that word, but it's the word plus rito. That's the official word for.
Negro?
No.
What are you trying to say?
Okay, I'm gonna say the word would be nigarito.
Oh.
I want to beep it, but that's what it's called. That's what it's called. Yeah.
Negrito.
Yeah, but that's the black people from indigenous to Indonesia.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're like shorter. They're kind of different from African black people and the ones from the Caribbean.
Well, that's the thing. Even if I want to believe.
So like 1,000 years ago.
It's just dark skin that connects us, but you can be dark skinned literally anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, it just depends on how much sun you get.
1,000 years ago, like merchants from the Middle East, like from Iran, like Persians and Arabics, they will go to Indonesia and sell those slaves to Chinese royal families.
Mm.
But I think they're only available to like rich people and royal families, like normal people.
Did they treat them bad, like America treated slaves?
There's very little written about them, but the way they write about them, it's very disrespectful because it's kind of like describing. It doesn't sound like it's describing human. They're like, yeah, they like to eat and they're very friendly and they're very easy to tame. So there really isn't that much written about them. But I didn't even know. I was reading about this. I'm like, really? Why does like, you know?
I don't think many people knew that. I didn't know that. I mean, I could have assumed. But that's like a very specific time in history where they started writing shit in a very pointed way about different people and using terms like savage and all that sort of shit. But I think before then, I think it was just mostly dark-skinned people and they were just doing stuff and having fun.
Yeah, but because at that point, the slave trade because that's like, I want to say BC like 1000. So that's about half a century before the whole Tang dynasty. So that's half a century before the slave trade in America started. Because that started probably in like, I don't know, 16th century, 17th century.
But there's a philosophy behind slavery. Like back then it's like you could be a slave if your village lost in a war that you didn't agree to fight.
That is
you
true.
Know what I mean?
There are a lot of like Europeans. Scottish people became slaves by like the Danish when they got conquered.
And then it's like, I got slaves, I don't want them, I'm gonna sell them to you. And a lot of people just live their whole life kind of on a campaign trail of war and conquest. So, I like to be like, these people are inferior in some of the language that you're using, but not even all the way. To just be like, where they come from is full of riches and they don't know what to do with it. So we need to go and do something about it. Like there's like language, you use religion to attach like this idea. Like that to me is where a lot of the fucking was done. Back then, like 1000 BC, everybody more or less, if you weren't King Dingaling, you were getting fucked. You know what I mean?
Why is that?
Well,
why is it still like that now in a lot of places? Not in America, I hope so, but
I don't know. Knowledge is power, and
sometimes when I read about this, it just makes me fucking lose hope in humanity. It's kind of like,
how do you think we should be doing it?
I don't know. I feel like the most primitive version of it is just very brutal, and you don't really want to see it. I think right now, what's universally accepted as the norm, it's the results of thousands of years of evolution and involvement and improvement. Because things used to be so fucked up.
If we were like other animals, though, we would just kind of be listening to and following around the biggest, maybe dumbest person, but the person that could beat up everybody. That's who would lead us all the time.
It's interesting that you bring up animal. I'm going to Japan soon to see the snow monkeys. Have you heard of those monkeys? So is
that a band? No.
In northern Japan, they have those snow mountains that's full of hot springs. So you have this very cold weather, but there's those hot springs that's very nice and cozy. So a lot of the local monkeys with like very thick fur would jump into the hot spring and take a bath. It's very cute to watch, right? But behind the cuteness is within their colony, they have hierarchies. So only certain monk is allowed to go into those hot springs. That's a privilege. And you will see, you go there, you will see it's snowing, it's fucking, all the monkeys are freezing. The rich monkeys are just like chilling in the jacuzzi, and the cold, like the poor monkeys are just like not allowed to go in. It's just freezing in the snow. It's like,
I get, yeah. I mean,
that's fucked. that's like society, basically.
And if we believe that that's kind of a, you know, we're somehow related to them as far as living beings are concerned. Like, yeah, that's to my point that it would be, it seems primitive now, but it's just kind of a little bit more dressed up. But it could just be like, like, okay, well, I own y'all now. And then
do you think it's still like that now?
To the core of it, I think it all is that. But there's different ways. Being physically dominating isn't that appealing today. You know what I mean? You just play in the NFL, but it's a little short guy named Maury.
He's like, you're not the father.
Who owns the team, right? Like there's other ways by being creative or using religion or appealing to people mentally, spiritually, or emotionally to where you can rule them, so you don't have to do it physically. So
what is your goal? How do you dominate the world?
To appeal to people. I think spiritually is a good way. I don't know. I think I'd be a good cult leader.
Interesting. Do you want to start a cult?
This comedy shit don't work out. I think I want to start a cult where my only thing is like, I promise I'm not going to try to fuck you.
But that's not true. All cults ended up with everyone was fucking you.
That's one of my main tenets.
Well, then your cult is not going to succeed.
Only good cults have sexual
Here's
assault.
my observation. Once a cult, there's so many different cults, big cults, small cult, successful ones that went away. The ones that stays, like Scientology, whatever that you heard of, the first step of their success is they have a second generation of members. That's how they cement themselves, and they're never going away. When they start breeding, and then the second generation turn into third and fourth generation, they're here to stay. You know what I mean?
So that's teaching children how
that's why they not only, you know, sometimes is the one guy who fucks every woman in the cult. Sometimes they are like marrying people within the cult. There's a reason for that. And if you think about real religion, it's similar to that too. Once you pass down the next generation, it becomes a tenet that's like, yeah, the world just works this way. Like, you don't think about it as this novel thing. There's
an analogy that I like to go to because it doesn't really work as a joke. But there's a tribe in Africa, and their coming of age is for men. Their coming of age is every time they get to, like, I'll say 13, 14. All the elder men in the village rape that boy when they come of age. That's the coming of age ceremony. And now the reason why this will never...
Are you fucking with me right now?
No, it's real. That part's real. But the reason why they'll never change this is because I'm not going to be the last one to get fucked. I think they're related, but maybe not.
You're making this up.
No, that's real.
What's the name of this tribe?
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Where is it from?
Africa.
I know.
The continent of Africa.
Africa is a big continent. Like, what part?
One of the ones that...
Is it closer to Nigeria? I'm just trying to get a sense of it.
You want to see if the two words match up with the guy that scammed you? What he said. I don't know. I hope
the guy who scammed me was raped by the elder.
I feel like
he has this rage that he has to now scam people.
Probably, and then that's probably, I don't know. I don't know if they're that civilized to know how to scam someone on Reddit.
I feel like sometimes I wonder what's their day like. Just like I wonder what Maury is doing right now. Yeah, like they wake up, they brush their teeth, they go and scam people, and then what do? Do they go on?
I imagine they go to like a room, right? Yeah. And there's like other people on computers smoking cigarettes. Yeah. And they just like they clock in.
Do you think they're happy? They're like, yay, I scammed another one. Or do you think, you know, they're like
they get puss?
Yeah. Do they? What is it like? Do they like, yeah, man, I'm gonna scam?
Lady scammers seem happy.
Lady scammers. Is this a metaphor, or you're talking?
No,
about
like
real
women
scammers?
that like scam men out of money by like either getting their card or like that pathway. If you're offered, if there's I'd appreciate you. If that's okay.
He does not like Israel.
I did not say that. I did not say that.
Yeah.
I just said, what did I say about it? Just cut that part out, actually.
Okay. No.
Who asked somebody about Israel-Palestine? This girl at my job, she would blow up stuff about Israel-Palestine in the group chat, and I was just like, bruh, this is not the time nor place. And then she got mad at me because I made a video about her on Instagram.
Why would you make a video about?
Because I do a series of videos where it's like they uses that song like I don't like you, but I love. So I cut out the "but I love you" part. So I'll do like a scenario and then end it with "I don't like you."
Okay.
So I just did
the Beatles
thing.
song.
What?
Yeah, it's a Beatles song. You
No, it's
really
not.
got a hold on me.
That's
maybe
not a Beatles song.
Maybe they cover somebody else.
Yes.
But the Beatles has that song.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, you really got a hold on. That song, right?
Yeah, I'm really. I really hope I'm not wrong. And
It was.
it's
I mean, I'm not saying Beatles is the original singer. I have no idea. But that's where I heard it.
She got mad at me for making a video about her, and then I had to deal with it. I just think a ceasefire.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make that my answer if we can edit.
Interesting.
I think a ceasefire.
Yeah, you're weird.
You should just cease firing.
Yeah, you're very weird.
You think so?
Yeah, that's why you're funny.
Do you think there's Hamas Israel porn circulating out there?
Hamas Israel porn. What do you mean? Like in this case,
You know what I mean.
Who is getting penetrated?
Like they kidnap.
So the Hamas will kidnap.
That's how the scene starts.
Okay, so who kidnapped who?
I guess that's the tricky point,
right?
About it.
Who kidnapped? So they did kidnap people from the music festival.
Mm-hmm.
And then
fucked them.
Okay, that's a snuff film.
In this porn.
That sounds like a snuff film more than a porn.
Well, they didn't kill them; they just fucked them.
Okay, they just okay.
It's like, oh my god, where are my friends? It's like, well, we got some new friends for you. But then they're into it clearly. Once they take the thing off, then the music starts playing.
Gotcha. Have you ever been sexually abused?
Music. Oh boy. Yes.
Interesting. I get that sense from you.
Yeah?
Yeah, a little bit.
Because I'm over-sexualized as an adult?
No, just a vibe.
I look like I need help. I look like my inner child is crying for help.
No, I feel like you're trying to find an answer.
To why I was sexually abused?
No, just for everything. Why did it happen to me? I mean, you're not going to have an answer. You know?
I know why.
This shit just happened. Why?
I was a fire-ass little
Because you're cute? Because you're cute.
I'm cute. I got personality. I got
Who did it?
A fucking preacher's son.
Preacher's son? What do you mean? The son of a preacher?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how old is the
He was like 9, 10. I was like 7, 8. He tried to coerce me into like...
That's not sexual abuse.
I think so.
That's just kids fucking around.
Nah.
No?
Because I didn't want to do it.
Okay.
We would like sing and shit. And that was fun.
Yeah.
And then he would get weird, and I'll kind of be like, all right, well. And I had to like find little happy mediums. Like I feel like he wanted to escalate it way further than I was
you're
going
like,
to.
what did you suck my dick? I'm like, how about a handy? How about with stuff?
How about a hug?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I never gave a man a handy or sucked a man's dick.
Then it's not really sexual abuse.
How the fuck are you gonna ask me? I answered. You're like, nah, son.
I'm trying to gaslight you.
I think you're playing the victim right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to gaslight you.
It felt like it. My mom walked in.
Your mom walked in,
and like,
and you were sucking his dick.
No,
you're hugging.
I don't think you have to fucking have penetrative sex in any way to be sexually abused.
Right,
Zeo.
Yeah. So what were you doing when your mom walked in?
Like dry humping.
Oh, okay. That's kind of weird.
It is.
It's a weird experience.
That was my happy medium. I'm sure he wanted to insert something in something, but I had to fight.
So you're the pillow. He's the dog.
Yes.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty bad.
And the thing is, he had a sister I liked.
You like his sister, but wow. But I mean, right now that will be a hell of a porn. You know what I mean? Family stroke.
We're both at Hamas.
Wanna fuck my sister? Gotta fuck me first.
Oh.
That's the title.
It depends. That's a good. Have you been sexually abused?
No, I have this PE teacher.
And I can tell
because
of the way
weird.
you act.
Why?
You have not been sexually abused.
Really?
Because you just be saying shit. You don't have no sort of filter or sense of shame.
But what does that have anything to do with not being sexually abused?
If you've been punched in the face before, you're careful about what you say because you've been punched in the face. If someone has been able to coerce you or to do something that you didn't want to do, you're more
You know why?
careful of those
First
sort of
is like
behaviors.
genetically, my mother has a mouth on her. Okay, so I inherited that. I
Mhm.
water it down. I tone it down. My mom's crazy. Anyways, second of all, I was always a very little kid. I'm very short. I'm short now. I was short ever since I was a kid. It's always this little person there.
That's
Always
what they
like a
like.
midget.
That's what they like.
No. So I can get away with saying things.
Oh,
People are
right.
like, "Oh, look at that little 4-year-old."
No, it's
little.
not about getting away with it. You
Yeah.
have the nerve to say it because you haven't been properly traumatized. And you've even exposed to my shit. My shit isn't even that traumatizing for real.
Mm-hmm.
But
I used to be a
I
reporter.
feel like it is. A what?
I used to be a reporter.
Okay. And
Yeah.
you start off with, have you been sexually abused? And how much money have you lost on prostitutes?
You're the one who started the whole scam by prostitute.
I think it's good. I think
conversation.
it's good. This is a good conversation topic.
Do you have enough money to survive at the moment,
Whoa. At the moment?
or in your life?
I know that's a good question.
Yeah.
I had a really bad friend group recently. So I was doing really well in all aspects of life for like 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
And then I met this girl. And then for the couple months that I was with her, I was still doing good. But then she like love bombed me and then left. And then that set me like, it triggered me in a way that like I was hurt like I was 15, 16 years old. Like
Wow.
heartbroken
How
like
old
that.
are you now?
30.
30.
Mhm.
Okay.
She took me back to fucking, why would you? Like, just please answer. Like, she took me back, way
Wow.
back to that. And so for a while, I'm still kind of trying to catch up to get
Right.
over that. But it led me into this, like, bad friend group. And I've spent some time calling off work because I've been on, like, 3-day benders hanging out with them. Again, now I'm having a breakthrough. The same way I was abused, and it had to do with like singing and the kid and the choir and shit like that. I subject myself to shit for art a lot of times,
Right.
like to be around certain people. So because it would be under the guise of like doing music, like going to the recording studio, I would hang out with these people who are like
Fuck ups.
drug dealers, but like not that great, and like in and out of gang stuff, but like not that smart about it. Like 30, but like still trying to be like a gang person, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I just want to listen to a beat over and over again.
Mm.
And these niggas like, you want to do acid? And I'm like, yeah.
Peer pressure.
It's not
Yeah,
peer pressure.
okay.
I like drugs, but like but like we did the acid, and then like the acid trip got bad because this person was going through some shit personally, and it all came out. So then I kind of had to be like, I'm good in a pinch where people are going through something. So I was just around trying to convince this person to not kill themselves for like a couple of days. I could be on. You know what a bender is when I say that?
Go on a bender, yeah.
What is it?
Like a whole period of time of wire shit happening. No.
Really just being awake and
Okay.
doing
Yeah.
drugs and or
Okay.
alcohol.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So it's like 3 days. I can only do 2.5. Unless there's women involved, I can do much more. But it's just niggas
Yeah, just
and a
little dudes.
lesbian who didn't want me. So we're up for so fucking long. I fuck up my Groundlings class that I'm in. I don't really fuck it up. Like I'm still in it, but like I'm not like where I need to be mentally. And it's like show week.
Mm-hmm.
And I was called out of work a couple of times. So to answer your question, I had to pick up some extra shifts this week to get back right,
The
to
work
have more
that you
money.
mentioned is that when you got fired by Starbucks? From Starbucks?
No.
Okay.
I got a new job since then. That was a while ago. I wasn't. Getting fired then was on some completely different shit. But
How many times have you been fired?
on my resume, none. But I was fired from Starbucks. I was fired from Starbucks before that.
They just always fire you.
I was fired from Harris Teeter.
Mhm.
A lot of times, what would you count it if you just stopped showing up?
That's not firing. That's
Okay.
you choose to leave. You know, they're like you should leave. That's
I've
you're
been fired from comedy festivals, if you count that. Like, is that a
Sure,
job?
you're a comedian.
I've been fired from probably just as many comedy festivals, so probably 3 and 3.
3 and 3. Okay, that's a
Mhm.
decent number. Yeah.
I get fired a lot.
Why did you get fired from the comedy festival? What did you do?
Oh boy, we don't have time. A lot of people have lied on me because I started comedy when I was young and 19, and I thought it was all sex, drugs, and rock and roll. So I was trying to do sex, drugs, and rock and roll. But then you realize, no, it's like a corporate job like anything else. And people are going to tell other people that you're all sex, drugs, and rock and roll. And it's like, oh, I thought that's what we all did. They're like, no, not us. And then I'm not allowed in those groups. A lot of people, and I've traveled a lot. So I've been in scenes for like 3 months because I was dating a travel nurse. Yeah. And you know, when you're new to a scene, you need like 3 months to get in. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I get in, then I'm out, and then they're mad that they can't get out, and then they start like talking shit about you. I don't know. It's hard to paint this picture and summarize it without sounding like a victim. But in a lot of cases, being a young black man that's like confident and loud and says shit, you can run into people who really don't like that. And it might not even be their fault. I'm not even blaming racism. Mm-hmm. It's like, it might just be a subconscious, like something about that you don't like. But I've had people like over-exaggerate things that I've said to them, or like kind of straight up fabricate stories about me and like women and stuff. So people will say, I don't feel safe around him. Ah. But then I've had a guy, who do I want to say?
You don't need to name names.
I do want to say a little bit.
Okay, say his name.
Because they still haven't booked me. Okay. So Hot Tub, I really wanted to do that show. And I got booked on it, but it was virtual. And then somebody was like, I don't feel safe around him. How you not feel safe over Zoom? So then this person, I will give them, I'm not going to say their name, but they were very cool about it because they told me, they answered questions that I ask everyone. Like, who said it? If you don't want to tell me, fine. Mm-hmm. What did they say? And it's always like, they didn't really say anything specifically. They just said open mic behavior. That's what this dude told me. And I was like, was it a white woman that said it? He was like, you know, it was a white woman that said it. Like, he was very honest about the whole shit. And like that it's a small contingent of people, like these like Facebook group warriors who have been like, right. You know what I mean? So encouraging threads about
Are you being like boycotted by a group of white ladies?
There are a group of white ladies who don't have nice things to say about me. Yes.
Okay, so they
boycotted. I don't know.
How did you trigger them?
There's so much money out here.
How did you trigger them? How do they think you trigger them?
So one time, and this is your brethren, this half Asian, half white woman. When I first got into DC, she was going to do my show that night. Like, I was producing a show in Arlington, which is not that far from D.C., and I'm paying people. Mm-hmm. The day of, she posted in the women's group saying, watch out for this guy. He's been accused of bad behavior in other comedy scenes. Mm-hmm. And I will say I had black women ride for me in those comments from what I know. Mm-hmm. But just think about that. You're about to do my show. Mm-hmm.
She said yes to the show, but then she's like,
and then would say, watch out for him. Mm-hmm. What you do on my show?
What do you think what does she think people should watch out for?
It's just a thing now where if you victimize yourself or if you out somebody, it makes people be like, oh, well, good for you. And I'm going to help you get booked more because you tore someone else down with social media bullshit.
Interesting.
In my opinion. But again, like I said, it's hard to not paint myself like a victim. I do talk reckless. But it's just talk. I've never fucking. Yeah. I grew up with my mom raised me, my cousins raised me, my aunts raised me. Like the idea of disrespecting women, like in a way where like they feel out of control or some shit, it makes me sick. I could never do that.
When you say like talk recklessly, what do you mean?
Like I'll be like,
you ain't shit, okay. Like that, or something different.
This is a good revelation I've had recently. So the last 3, I want to say, serious relationships I've been in, it started because I said something really like unacceptable, but it worked. This one girl, she came to the comedy show. She had a friend with her. I pulled her to the side, and I was like, "Are you a lesbian? I see you with a girl. I could change that." She liked that. Okay, I know it's a fucked up thing to say, but it worked.
Okay, depends on the person.
The second time, and this is pretty bad, but she also liked it. There's this white girl. She was a travel nurse, and she was getting into comedy. So a couple times we did the mic together, saw each other, and I saw that she had a thing. But then one time I was like, so I mean, I'm saying this stuff kind of knowing that there's like an interest involved, not just randomly. But even then, like it's a gamble. So I was like, This is so bad. So I see you want to be on the list for the open mic, but I'm hosting the open mic. So if you fuck me, I could put you wherever you want to go.
Okay.
But that worked. She really liked that.
Okay. That sounds pretty problematic. I would say the second one is.
It worked. Yeah. It worked. I was with her for like 2 years.
Right.
And then the third one, also with her for like 2.5 years. I was at a mic in DC, and I was also in school, so I was finishing up some shit before the mic started. And it was like a whole bunch of like niggas. I don't know why I'm calling them niggas. There was a whole bunch of comics. I really like DC. I don't want to call them all niggas, but in my mind, they're my favorite niggas. And they were, you know, everybody's over the new girl, like, hey, look at me, yeah, I'm charming, and I'm just ignoring her.
Mm-hmm.
So then everybody goes inside. She stays out there with me. I'm packing my little laptop up and shit, and she's just kind of like in my face. I'm like, I'm gonna go inside. My mom told me not to be alone with women in a room for their safety. And she likes that. Also, some fucking shit Mike Pence has said.
I'd say the second one is the most problematic.
Yeah. But it worked.
Okay.
But I will say that to someone and not necessarily care.
But when it doesn't work.
When it doesn't work, they talk about you in a group chat.
Right.
And you can't come back from that.
So, are you planning to stop the behavior? Are you planning to keep on going?
I think I'm going to stop doing it with comics.
Mm.
I think regular women that work at Jiffy Lube or Home Depot.
But Jiffy Lube, for sure. There are a lot of lube references you can make, like real hacky ones.
As I said that, I'm like, what woman works at Jiffy Lube? Like, I'm gonna try to talk to a mechanic lady. But in a weird way, that is my appeal and charisma. The fact that I could try to. So you got to toe the line between something that's slightly offensive, like unique. You want to say something unique to a woman, but that's not boring. So sometimes it gets to an offensive space, and if they have a sense of humor, like my intro line, and this is going to kill my shit on Tinder or the dating apps, is, it's the wildest thing. You look just like my future ex-wife. I think that narrows down.
That's kind of funny.
I think that narrows down anybody who will be able to talk to me for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
So I'm not wasting time like going out on a date and then like making a joke, and they're just like, "That's mean," and I'm like, "Okay, well, fucking check, please." Like, I know a little darkness, a little fucked upness. That's why I usually am attracted to comedians, but I'm trying to at least stop. I'm gonna stop the behavior of doing it with comics.
Because you don't shit where you eat.
You can shit wherever you want.
No, you shouldn't shit where you eat.
Do the snow monkeys shit where they eat?
Yeah, they're monkeys.
But the king probably shits where the cold monkeys eat.
They probably shit in the hot tub.
And
you still can't get in.
And I bet someone's feeding him in the hot tub or something. I don't know. I guess I never really liked that term, because
what term?
Shit where you eat. I don't think it really has real world applications.
Right.
Like people hook up in the same business all the time.
Yeah. And
then if they do it right, they wind up like kind of owning a nice section of the business. Because
you should produce porn.
I really want to let a lady let me manage her OnlyFans. That's a dream of mine.
Yeah, I feel like you have this
vision.
You know, penchant.
Okay.
You have a vision. You do have a vision. Like, you can tap into some weird shit.
I thought I was going to say vision. You were going to say a completely
like
different word, like perversion or something.
Yeah, like, it's more like, yeah, it's a vibe. You know, you either have it or you don't.
I don't think... I like
the
smell of a room when I'm having sex, but the smell of a room when other people are having sex is not that appealing.
No, I think you should steer your inner monster in the direction that's more productive.
Are you calling me a monster?
Your inner monster. Yeah.
Well,
I'm not saying you're a monster.
But it's inside me somewhere.
Yeah.
What if
like rage. There's some rage there.
What if my inner child and my inner monster are the same?
Yeah, they are the same.
Can that happen?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Or are they battling for... Like, does my inner monster evolve to protect my inner child, right?
Basically.
That's the thought.
Basically. Because you need to, otherwise it's scary.
I'm just going to be like...
Yeah.
Take advantage of
you
me.
can't be that person. You will never be that person. People don't change. You will not change.
I'm changing.
You can modify your behavior.
I'm changing. I don't think I've severely offended anybody since I've been here in LA.
Well, talking about offending people, I mean, I have some experience in that. But,
I've offended you?
No.
Oh, you've offended someone?
I offend a lot of people.
Yeah, you talk shit.
I do.
What's the thing? Like
I don't talk shit behind people's back. I just say what I think in front of them.
You're supposed to talk about them behind their back, though.
That's the only way you're supposed to.
That's another thing I fucked up with too. But like you said, you can get away with it because you're little and white.
No, I said
white passing.
I'm not saying I can get away with it now.
You dyed your hair a little bit, so now you look like.
I said I got away with it
now you
all
look like
over
you might
the
be a little bi
years
or something.
when I was growing up because I was short and little and a kid, and so there's never repercussion.
But now you're offending people.
Yeah. People from me are very brass and very direct. Direct is the, nice.
Are you from
term
LA?
for it. No, I'm from China.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Cool. Well,
It's
transplants got to figure out.
It's also a culture thing, but even among Chinese, I am considered pretty brass.
I think you'd love New York.
Yeah?
You got a Jewish boyfriend.
Oh, God.
You talk shit.
Yeah.
That'd be great. This could just be a fucking a flat in Brooklyn.
I know, but this is a 1,200 square feet, almost 1,300 square feet house. Go there is gonna. This is gonna be a toilet, like the size of a toilet. Yeah. I don't like cold weather. Do you like cold weather?
No.
No, you're black.
Yeah.
You probably don't like cold weather.
But New York is. I think you like New York.
Yeah.
Personality wise.
Yeah. I mean, I'm having fun here. I'm not like, this is not my place. But I've definitely hurt people's feelings.
I think material wise.
Knowingly and unknowingly.
A couple knowingly. That's the funnest shit.
Yeah.
And you gotta pretend like you didn't mean to. It was like I was just kidding.
Sometimes I don't like certain people. I don't really care that they're hurt by my words because that's just what I want.
Zeo, I always care. That's my problem.
But they're also like innocent bystanders. Catching a stray bullet from me. That I feel bad.
A big problem that I have, like my monster will offend people knowingly, like you're saying.
Yeah.
But then my inner child will be like, but I still want them to like me.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
Of course.
I want everybody to like me even if I know they hate me. And it's so that's what fucks me up. I used to be the sort of nigga that would be online like, this is what happened to me today, and isn't it fucked up? Or I know people are saying this, and then like you just realize you're just telling on yourself. But that's coming out of a thing was like, I really want everyone to like me and laugh at my things. I think.
Are you on therapy?
Am I on it?
Mm-hmm. Are you on therapy?
Am I on therapy like it's a drug? I had a therapy session when I was going through that breakup thing. The girl that triggered me and broke my heart. But it didn't help. I still did some crazy shit after that.
It didn't help at all? It did not have any
impact? It helps. No, I mean, I did group therapy for this DUI thing. I had that session. But I'm like you said, I'm always searching for something. So, I mean, I have a pretty decent handle on who I am and what I need to work on. The thing I'm trying to do now is like finding what parts of mine to accept, as well as I saw this thing that was like protecting your boundary being more important than your empathy. I think that's what I was going through with this shitty friend group. Like,
right.
I should have just been like, yeah, y'all are crazy, I'm going home. But like, since I care, I'm like, man, life's worth living. I'm just spending my whole time trying to uplift somebody when, like, you know what I mean, I may be depleted. So
do you think you're living the life you wanted? Like, let's say there's a
7-year-old me would be pretty happy with what I'm doing. Yeah, I think so.
So if you show the 7-year-old you what you are in the situation you are right now.
Well, he had no idea how coke and prostitutes felt.
Okay.
So
you're
I would
living
have to explain to him, like,
okay,
you know how
right,
running around the house with your socks and sliding on the ground feels. That's kind of how drugs and prostitutes feel. So you're doing a lot of that.
Interesting. When's the last time?
I'm not really fucking prostitutes, but it's a funny.
When's the last time you
narrative.
got an STD test?
June.
Okay. Do you pay for it?
So I dated a Vietnamese woman.
Okay.
And she made us before we could fuck.
Very smart move.
But she had mouth chlamydia.
I think it's you told me that.
And I was so fucking mad. I'm almost scared to get tested again for that reason. In a way, it was so infuriating. And she sized it up like, you're a comic and you seem like you And I'm like, I know, but I'm not like.
Mouth chlamydia just sounds pretty gnarly.
Mouth clap.
It sounds worse than OG chlamydia.
It does, right?
I don't know why.
In the mouth?
It's like, how?
You used to be sucking dick, huh? She did suck my dick pretty great.
Yeah.
But
So did you get OG chlamydia from her mouth?
no. I didn't. No,
Yeah.
I didn't. But even if I did, like when we got tested, they gave me the shot and shit. So possibly.
Where did you get tested?
In Long Beach. It was like this place.
Do you have to pay for it?
Right next to it. Did I have to pay for it? I don't think I did. I think it was free.
Yeah.
Because it was next to.
I was just trying to tell you there are like certain
one of these
LGBTQ centers.
Thrift store things. It was like it was right next to like a gay thrift store. No, that doesn't ring any bells.
No.
If you
can
lived
go
in Long
to
Beach,
you can go to AHF Foundation.
in the back of a thrift store.
Yeah, no, those are legit. The LGBTQ center. But
it was like that. It was something like that.
But they tested for all people from all walks of life. You don't have to be like queer or gay.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
it was a lot of gay people.
They do the full panel too. They do the AIDS, chlamydia, gonorrhea. I don't know if they do HPV. I don't do that. But
why wouldn't they?
Herpes.
That's like the one that everybody has.
Yeah, herpes, and they will do all that for free. So
I think
you would need the service a lot. So I'm just trying to give you the
why?
tip. I don't know.
I really don't be fucking that much, and I don't.
Yeah. You're living on the edge, baby.
I only want. I'm trying
living on the edge.
I've had those relationships I've told you about, but my roster really doesn't get beyond like. This is also bad to say in the microphone on camera. Like 3. 3
what?
Women.
3 women.
But like
you'll only have sex with 3 women since you're
ideally there's 3 different women.
At the same time.
Ideally, my roster would be like 3 different women who are like honest with me about what they're doing.
Okay.
So then it's like I'm going to whatever, and I fuck this dude who didn't wear a condom. Then we can assess. That's why communication is key. Ideally, but it doesn't always work like that. But I try to be so honest that I think I attract that level of honesty. So I feel like if somebody had something or was worried, they would just be like, let's not fuck or put a condom on.
I have this weird thought the other day. Because, back in the 80s when the AIDS thing was popping, right? It was spreading among the gay community first. And then they should have just shut down those bathhouses and make them wear plug their butt. Just like COVID.
Put a mask on your butt.
Yeah. But then there will be people protesting, saying, I don't want to put a mask on my butt.
Right.
And then Biden has to put a mask on his butt because you'd be like, hey, Gavin Newsom, right?
Somebody would have to.
Fauci.
Just to show it's okay.
Yeah, they all have to do it. And then 2 weeks later, it's like, mask on the butt does not work. You still are catching HIV. And then a year later, if you wear a mask on your butt, you're weird. You're like, hey, he's still wearing a mask on his butt.
We're inside. Why you got a mask on your butt?
Yeah. Everyone's having it. We all have it.
That's so funny because there must have been some version of that during the
right?
AIDS. Yeah.
Right?
I don't know what it was. I wasn't there. But and then whatever pills they had at that point, it was like, well, you could take them, but they're going to make you autistic. Autism wasn't even a thing there. But
yeah. I'm sure you don't have HIV.
Thank you.
Yeah. You'll find out very soon if you have
One time I really thought that I did because
the funny thing is every time we have an STD scare, you always think
HIV,
the worst. Because the other ones you can get rid of it with pills or antibiotics very easily.
Herpes.
I know it's annoying, but it's not fatal. It's like now I have this thing.
AIDS isn't fatal anymore.
Yeah, I know, but it's scary.
I think herpes is worse.
Really? Mm-hmm. Herpes is worse than HIV?
I do. I do.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So you have herpes?
No, I just don't.
That sounds like someone who has herpes.
I don't like. I don't like blemishes.
You don't like blemishes?
Yeah, and then it's like they flare up.
Right.
I would rather die than sometimes have pimples on my dick. The thought. And then you got to tell people I'm sure you got to rub shit on it.
There's an app called Positive Singles. You know that app? It's for people who are positive with STDs. So you go there, you're like, hey, I do have herpes. And then you'll be matching with a girl who's like, I have it too. So it's okay that we're fucking. Same thing for hey, I have gonorrhea, you have gonorrhea. Now we both have gonorrhea. So
did you kiss a child and give that child herpes if you're flaring up?
I think HSV1. That's the correct that part. Yes, cold sores.
It's strange that you
a lot of people. You probably have it. 70% of people have the type 1 herpes, which is the cold sore. 70% of the population, and most people get it not through sexual contact. When it was a baby, you know, or like when it goes to a restaurant, you can catch it
I think
very
I have a
easily.
new friend that might have a
Yeah.
cold sore problem.
Cold sore, yeah. But the second cold sore on your dick, that's you have to fuck to get that.
This is I talked to this girl for a while, and she lives out of town, and she said she has herpes, and I was like maybe, but the thing that made me stop talking to her,
Mm-hmm.
she I was confiding in her about like something. I was confiding in her probably about the girl that broke my heart.
Mm-hmm.
And like she called me gay or something. She made some joke about me being gay or asked if I was gay.
Like
I'm
gay,
like-
like what? That's so gay. Or are you homosexual? Like there's a difference.
Both in
Okay.
a way.
Okay.
And I was like,
Why are you offended by that?
cause I'm confiding in you about something. You
Okay.
want to question
Okay.
my sexuality? Like
Okay.
I'd rather you give me herpes.
Right. Why are you so offended by being called gay?
Because if I'm trying to build trust or
Yeah.
connection with somebody, I should be able to say whatever the fuck I want to say without
Right.
them judging me or asking if I'm gay. I think that's fair, right?
Well, in this case,
It's not like I was like, maybe I do want to suck dick. Are you gay? That's not what I was talking about. Like I was either talking about like it was kind of like you're gay because you're being emotional about something. And then she said some shit like, I just pulled my vibrator out. Let's not argue or something. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about your
in this
orgasm
case,
now.
in this case, I think it's your gauge of what the relationship is with her, friendship or not, is different than hers. And sometimes the mismatch, the misalignment,
Mm-hmm.
can be quite hurtful. Like, for example, I will be making jokes about someone, and I thought that person's my friend, so it's totally okay to make these jokes. But turned out it was not okay. So in that case, I thought we were better friends than the person thought. The misalignment of where the boundary is like, I thought we're cool, but turns out we're just acquaintance. And you can't say those things to acquaintances, but it's okay to say it to a good friend. Certain things you can say, you know. If let's say your best friend is like, yeah, stop being so gay. Like, you wouldn't be,
Right.
you know what I mean? But if it's just like someone you kind of know,
Nah.
yeah,
It's a woman thing.
it's a woman
It's
thing.
a black woman thing.
Ah.
Because it's like, if I'm supposed to be this person that's like in tune with my emotions and care.
Do you think black women are very good at finding exactly where, like, guys' buttons are?
All women
And
are.
just
Nah, it's not a black
push
woman
it like
thing.
that.
All women are. I can ask your boyfriend how you do it to him. Will you give me a ride to the store?
Yeah,
I'm
I
sorry.
will. I will. When do you need to get there?
Probably we should go soon.
Okay. Well,
From what I looked
we
up.
talked a lot.
We did. This was
Yeah.
great.
Before we stop, any question for me? I try to wrap it up
Yeah.
after this.
Or like a quick summary. Prostitution
Prostitution.
is not as good as the haggling for the prostitutes.
We talk about slavery a little bit. Mostly you talk
Slaves
about
are in
it.
China.
Yes. There are black slaves in China. There were black slaves
in China. Maybe today too.
No,
you
I don't
gotta
think
say
so.
it used to be. I know.
Yeah.
Gonna get some emails from back
Yeah.
home.
Yeah, I still have a TikTok. I don't want my TikTok to get shut down. They don't exist in today's age.
There are no slaves in China right now.
No,
Mm-hmm.
no.
If somebody calls you gay and you know them, it's a little bit better. Sometimes you want to hurt somebody on purpose, and sometimes it happens accidentally.
Hmm. It's like you want to do a drive-by and shoot them on purpose, and sometimes there's an innocent bystander. They caught your stray bullet, and you feel bad about it.
I
You're
very
like,
clearly-
I'm not supposed to shoot you.
I very clearly have been sexually abused. You very clearly have not.
Good. It's really nice to.
And let's keep it that way.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy that.
And Israel Palestine. We just want a ceasefire.
Yeah, ceasefire.
We just want to bring our boys home.
Yeah.
Are our boys over there?
No.
Oh,
Fuck them.
someone's boys should go back home to their
Yeah.
mamas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's today's episode. You have no question for me.
When you said when you said your mom also has a mouth, did you mean that you both have black people lips? That was the last one. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I don't think so. She's just crazy. Yeah. Yeah. And she's also racist against black people, so She will be very upset if you
If
tell her you have black people lips. She will cry. She will be so upset.
What do you mean?
when you say women are good at pushing people's buttons, if you say that will be it'd be worse than calling her a hoe or all that. That will be the worst you can say.
I bet she has a sense of humor. I don't think she would mind.
She has a very good sense of humor.
She would know what I meant.
She wouldn't.
Okay, well.
Yeah. Because her racism would trump her sense of humor.
You don't have Asian people lips. So. Unless it's the makeup that's fooling me.
No. I have my dad's lip.
You have a very... What is your dad?
Yeah.
Indonesian?
No, but my dad's family all have this kind of shape. Yeah. My mom actually think I should get a plastic surgery just to tighten it up. It's like...
don't.
Up and whatever.
Don't.
Yeah. My mom has thin lips. And that's considered good in China.
I bet.
Yeah. I don't look like my mother. I don't.
I look a lot like my mom.
Really?
No, I think when I get older, I might look like my dad if I keep drinking. So.
Do you still have a relationship with him?
My dad's dead.
Okay.
But my mom, yes.
Good.
We talk a lot. And also, we don't just talk when I need money. And she doesn't have much money to give me, so.
Wow. I hope you make more money. And
I'm going to make more money this year, 2024.
And I also hope you tame the little beast. Just... Maybe not. It's not gonna disappear. Just like
he can be more defensive than offensive.
Yeah.
He can defend it in his
Don't
child.
be crash and burn. You know.
Yeah, I'd like to.
That's doing 70 when the speed limit is 65, not 170.
Especially drinking, bad.
Yeah, you just drink. But I'm gonna give you a ride. So
yeah, I'm not driving.
Yeah, it's good.
7-year-old me.
When can you get a car?
My timeline is summer of next year, because I think after a year the charge goes away. I need to make sure of that because there's this new thing about wet reckless. It wasn't a DUI. I got it down because I got a lawyer. It costs a lot of money. But I think it is expunged after a year or something. It's like a new law.
Expunged.
It's
Oof,
expunged.
What a big word.
And I hope that means I could do Lyft again because I would love to quit my job and just drive people around.
Good. I hope that happened to you and don't be drinking and driving.
Only on my birthday.
All right. Birthday? Today's your birthday?
February 19th, but when in the future I'm only going to drink and drive on my birthday.
Okay. Try to do it in...
Try to find people that love me?
No. I'm trying to find a region that I don't like. And you should do it only in that neighborhood.
Just to kill some people.
Or, just to cause some trouble
that's
there.
not even funny.
Yeah.
Luckily, I haven't killed
How about Arcadia? Do it in Arcadia.
Yeah. I like it.
Fucking rich Asians.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Arcadia. Do it in Arcadia. February 19th, 2024. Be careful. Arcadia residents.
I might not be able to drive there.
You'll be a black person drunk and driving.
2025.
February 19th, 2025. Residents from Arcadia should be careful. Stay at home.
We're coming for you.
Yeah, he's coming for you. All right, that's the episode. Bye.
Bye.